Vale. Bueno, aquí seguimos en la partida de... retomar la partida que tenemos. Espero que esta vez no me salga el vídeo tan largo. Porque anda que no me salió largo ni nada. Ya lo siento, pero es que claro, cortar el vídeo es muy difícil mirar dónde cortarlo y todo eso. Veamos, pues continuar. En alguna partida me haré pícaro. También me gustan mucho. Y es que soy más de... o pícaro o mago. Preferentemente los magos, obviamente. Ay. Pero no habían dejado de cascar ya. Ah, que es lo mismo que dijo la otra vez. Que os calléis.
I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Sí, hombre.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
¿Sigo siendo sospechosa?
So I'm still a suspect, even after what we just did?
You absolutely are.
No. She is not.
Esa casi.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others. Or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
Huh.
You. And many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
Huh.
So her survival, that thing on her hand... all a coincidence.
Che.
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
¿Qué le digo? Hostia, es que tontita parece que mona. Venga, ¿por qué no?
You really think your Maker would send someone like me?
The Maker does as he wills. It is not for me to say.
Even if that means a Dalish elf is his chosen?
Humans are not the only people with an interest in the fate of the world.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
Huh.
You know what this is, Chancellor.
Yo sí lo sé.
A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order, with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
¿Conmigo a vuestro lado? Porque es lo que ha dicho, no con tu ayuda, pero bueno.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly? It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
¿Y la capilla?
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
¿Y si me niego?
What if I refuse? You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are
A holy
already at
war.
war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
Esto es raro.
When I woke up, I certainly didn't picture this outcome.
Neither did we.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Porque soy muy mona. Me hace gracia lo que lleva ahora Cassandra en la cabeza. La trencita esa extraña. Ay, el libro de la buscadora. Qué chulo. Ese, para los que no lo conozcan, es Cullen. Salía en el Dragon Age 1 y 2. En el 2 tiene mucho más impacto que en el 1. Me está cayendo bien Cassandra, o sea, con todo lo que ha pasado. Leliana ha cambiado un poco la forma de ser. Pero bueno, eso está bien. Joder, qué épico. Bueno, primera parte. La que había antes, o sea, era encima más larga. En fin, bueno, pues... bien. Me encanta que el mapita esté a un ladito y abajo. Estuvieron a punto de poner el mapa como el de... ¿Qué es esto? Ah, un hombre. Como el de Skyrim. Se ha oído el impulso del salto mucho después. Vamos a ver con este hombre.
The chosen of Andraste, a blessed hero sent to save us all.
Parece épico.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffon, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
Me están dando frío verlos con tan poquita ropa y con nieve. Estudiar ruinas.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Me parece bien.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate mage surrounded by Chantry forces, and unlike you, I do not have a divine mark protecting me. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
Oh,
You came here to help, Solus. I won't let them use that against you.
How would you stop them?
However I had to.
Thank you. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
oh my god, ¿qué acabas de hacer? ¿Tienes algo más que contarme?
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destructor proves that much.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The
Pero...
artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
Ya aparecerá.
Anything with that kind of power is bound to show up sooner or later.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
Habla de los elfos.
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven
Que
culture.
creo que no le caen
I
bien.
thought you would be more interested in sharing your opinions of elven culture. You are Dalish, are you not?
¿Por qué estás tan enfadada?
What's your problem with the Dalish? Allergic to how?
They are children acting out stories misheard and repeated wrongly 1,000 times.
Oh, but you know the truth, right?
While they pass on stories, mangling details, I walk the fade. I have seen things they have not.
Fine, you think we're terrible. What about
Ahora
the
todo lo que
ages
me
for the
salía
parents who
aprobado
aren't
lo
Danish?
desaprueba.
Why? What would it benefit some poor man in a Ferelden alienage to learn that his ancestors strode the land like gods? It would only make him bitter, or inspire him to take a foolish risk and get himself killed.
You've decided his reaction for him.
Perhaps I have. If you have questions and believe the answers will help, ask.
Is the magic they teach in the Circle different from the magic I learned with my people?
No.
Eso sí que me
and yes.
interesa.
Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing Chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition. Much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
The legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
Hablando de magia de
You said that the
sangre.
censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Devinter disapproves of it.
Y
But
yo
as
la
I said,
desapruebo.
Magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
Tanto da.
To be honest, I don't see it as different from any other magic. It's a mean...
Indeed. The problem is that under the Chantry, blood magic is forbidden, so only criminals practice it. While in Tevinter, magisters compete with each other, instead of keeping their volatile friends in check. They always succeed through power, so they have never had the chance to learn another way.
What can you tell me about elves?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Tevinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past, and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
Are all Dalish elves like...
No. Your clan was unique in having enough interest in human affairs. As your clans have been separate for so long, they have all changed, adapting to the lands in which they live. Some are no
Es
more than
lógico.
bandits. Others trade freely with humans. And some have disappeared entirely into the forests.
I'd like to know more about the...
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Sharal. But Hallam Sharal was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
¿Qué más?
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps or Dalish aerovels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
Qué poético habla este hombre.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. ¡Oh! Puedo subir por aquí. Y ya está. Muy útil ese sitio. Y aquí. Wow, boticario. Bien. Puedo mejorar algo. Sí, no. 29 raíces élficas y un loto de amanecer.
Nobody will take sick as long as she boils them right.
Hola.
Smart woman. Look who's back from the dead. Again.
Perdón.
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome.
It has been a rough few days.
That's an understatement. And more ahead if the weather... Name's Zidane. I'm
Hola,
in charge
Dan.
of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Eres gruñón.
For a healer, you don't seem particularly nurturing.
I'm not a healer. I'm an alchemist who's forced to play Mother Hen. You want something to burst into flame on contact with the air? Done. Gladly. Patching up wounded soldiers is a waste of my time and talents. But there are a few around who can help.
¿Qué tal?
How are your people holding?
There's no shortage of work. That's for damn sure.
Necesitas ayuda, hijo.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more... I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajan's notes. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
Vale. Encontrar las notas e ir al refugio. O sea, es básicamente lo que voy a hacer en este capítulo. Y cotillear un poco. Y por aquí. ¿Algo de interés? Sí. Ahí. Que no me lo voy a leer. Tanto códice y tanto de todo, me lo leo yo en mis momentos de... Porque sí, punto. Porque sí, porque puedo. A ver, ¿y esto qué es? Pues esto es un sitio donde voy a estar mucho tiempo. Oh, Dios mío. Oh, Dios mío. Este hombre me recuerda a uno de Mass Effect. No a Jacob, a uno que salía en el 3. Qué bonito. Tengo la banda sonora, me vino con la edición especial de la Xbox 360. ¡Ja! Cositas. Hola, Barry Majo. Y en esta casa que ya entré la otra vez. Ya, sí, vale. Hay algo que hacer ahí. Y no sé exactamente qué. Aquí. Hola.
If you're here to clean, Hess can get you a bucket and a broom. Anyone calls you knife here, come to me. Oh, you're her.
Hola.
Inquisition Quartermaster.
Qué cabrona.
I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
¿Me ha visto cara de esclavo? ¿Cuál es la cosa?
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands. Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under Ten Loghain MacTier. Best commanding officer this world
Uy,
has
sí,
ever
claro.
seen. After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. King Alistair offered my services to the Inquisition. Probably to get rid of me.
Normal, con ese currículum.
With that attitude, I can't imagine how you made enemies in Denerim.
People just don't want to hear the truth. I was at Ostagar, and I know what really
Yo también estuve y sé lo que pasó.
King Cailan overextended his position, and the Grey Wardens were too late lighting.
Hola, no, no tardé.
The original plan would have gotten everyone killed. Turnlow Gain made the right decision.
Era un
I
cagao.
apologize. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about it. Just forget it.
Adiós.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Esta quiero que muera. No hay diagramas disponibles.
You
Vale, ¿no?
find anything we need? Let me know.
A ver. Vale, las notitas estaban en lo de fuera, así que vámonos fuera. ¡Un perro! Se oye un perro. Será la estatua, porque creo que perros en este juego no han metido. Se oyen, pero no se ven. A ver. Ah, creo que era por aquí. Buenas. ¡Nox! 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 Quiero uno. Venid conmigo. No, no huyáis. ¡No huyáis! Pero, qué capullos. Por ahí yo no puedo ir. Un hierro. Bueno, venga. No, ni Nimüé. Deja de hacerlo de siempre. Por favor, tenemos un cometido mayor. Pero, mira, raíces. Ya he visto la otra raíz, no la voy a coger. Voy a centrarme un poquito. A ver. ¡Ay, cuánto hierro! Que sí, que sí. Ya lo... Uy, me pone que hay tres cosas. Va, lo cojo, pero porque el mapa me lo pide. Y la raíz. Ya, estará aquí dentro, si es que lo supongo ya. A ver. Por aquí. Ahora, devolver las notas, ya voy. ¿No hay nada más? Pues me podríais haber dado algo a cambio. Ese 4 está en todos sitios. Mira mis nugs. A ti te llamaré Pepe. Pepe, vuelve, ven aquí. Qué majo. Es como un conejo y un cerdo a la vez. ¿Alguien interesante por aquí? Nadie. Bueno, pues ok. Vamos a devolver las notas. Ay. ¿Esto qué es para...? Oh, vamos a vender. Lo que nos encontramos que no servía para nada, ¿no? Esto. Cuerno de dragón. Todo esto sirve. Esto no. Y... esto tampoco. ¿Y para comprar algo? Bastón de acólito de no sé qué leches. A ver, sombra aventurero, cogulla élfica. Oye, esta mola un huevo, pues me la pillo. Hola. Thank you. Cuando hablan todos a la vez es horrible. Ay, que por aquí no es, copón. Claro, se pueden hablar todos a la vez. Me distraen. Ah, iba a decir Ibarric. Ibarric se ha cargado de repente. Vamos a ver. Hola, Calvito. A ver, Adán, toma
Go
tus
back.
notas.
And in one piece.
Sí, porque molo.
You said you thought Master Tajan was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up? You just give the word.
Vale.
Farewell.
Bien. No puedo mejorar los hombros. 29 raíces, por el amor de... ¡Ah! ¿Qué acabas de hacer? Puedes traspasar paredes y puertas. Y aun con todo, las texturas son mejores que en la 360. O sea, no hay problema. Bueno, pues vamos a reunirnos.
Does it trouble you?
¿Qué le digo? No ha cerrado la brecha.
If it wasn't enough to close the breach, what use is it?
You did everything we asked of you.
And it still didn't work.
What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
¿Tenéis una idea?
Clearly you have something in mind.
We do.
¡Oh!
May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
¡Qué mono es, por Dios!
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Anderan Atishan.
Andarán a
You
ti.
speak Elven.
You just heard the entirety of it, I'm afraid.
And of course,
Hasta
you
yo
know
sé más
Sister
élfico.
Leliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
A pleasure.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Yo también.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
¿Qué prisa se han dado?
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you, a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
¿Qué mona es esta chica? Si no fuera por la nariz.
Just how am I, the
Josephine,
Herald
digo,
of
no mi
Andraste?
personaje.
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste,
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading,
which we have not.
the point is everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
No sé.
I'm not sure how I should feel.
The Chantry has decided that for you, it seems.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything. that
Ya,
has
es
gone
súper
wrong.
mona, pero su nariz de lado da miedo. La brecha no les preocupa.
They aren't more concerned about the breach, the real threat.
They do know it's a threat, they just don't think we can stop it.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make it worse.
Vaya.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Pues hablaré con ella.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Vaya, bueno, se agradece. Mesa de guerra. Orleis y Ferelden. ¿Pijos? No pijos. Vamos con los pijos, a ver. Los pijos no tienen nada aún, vale. Me parece, la verdad es que estupendo. Ferelden.
Yes, thank you.
¿El qué? Si no he hecho nada. Pues venga, ¿no? Es lo que tengo que hacer. ¡Oh! ¡Por fin acción! ¡Hala! ¡Oh, qué mona! Tiene pintas de nana. No tiene cara de nana. Esas narices particulares de nanitos. Me encantan. ¿Esa es con la que tengo que hablar? Pues acepto el informe y... ¿A quién cojo de grupo?
World of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach.
Sabía que era
It's
ese
odd
nana.
for a Dalish elf to care what happens to anyone else, but you'll get no backtalk here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. Well, all of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We should get to business. The situation's pretty dire. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive.
Ya lo encontraré.
Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Vale, si no he parado antes ha sido principalmente porque digo, jolín, a mí me gusta que en todo vídeo mío pues haya un poco de acción y como no hemos peleado ni nada, pues me parecía soso.
I've news, sir.
Infórmame, anda.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
¿Qué es esto? Que me ha adquirido una receta. Necesito hierro y dracolito. ¿Estos qué están haciendo? Pasar el rato, por lo visto. Tengo que ir por aquí. Parece el tramo más rápido.
Watch your step.
¡Oh! ¡Un sombrero! Ay, espera, si me había comprado yo una armadura super mega chachi. Ay, sí. Claro que sí. Y... Barrick, o sea, Barrick solas. Esto te viene mejor. Bien. ¿Alguien quiere un sombrero? Ah, no lo puedo llevar yo. Lo puedo llevar esta mujercilla, supongo. Ah, no, nivel 4. ¿Nadie quiere nada? ¡Wow! ¡Qué caída! ¡Au! Vale, pues vamos por aquí. ¡Hostia, cómo mola! Llevo en
Mother Giselle should be somewhere nearby.
Llevo el símbolo como de la Inquisición en la falda. ¡Qué guapo! No me había dado cuenta de eso. Hola. Ah, que vamos a pelear, estupendi.
Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
¿Qué narices ha pasado aquí? Oh my god. En fin, vamos.
Hold. We are not apostates.
I do not think they care, Seeker. We are not Templars. We mean you no harm.
Doesn't look like they're listening.
¿De dónde ha salido, macho? Sé que muchos estáis diciendo, ala, pero que tus colegas están ahí. Yo siempre disparo y luego, si hay alguien en medio, pues que se quite.
Be ready. More coming our way.
Por aquí. Míralos. Ese tío tiene fuerza. Ay Dios, alguien con escudo. Bueno, por mucho que el ataque desde aquí. Ay.
That's the end of it.
Bien. Y ahora... Hay un cojo. Uy. Alguien me manda WhatsApps. Shh. Estas horas no. Es mi máster.
There are mages here who can heal your wounds. Lie still.
Don't touch me, Mother. Their magic is...
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
What?
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Mother Giselle.
I am. And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
Eso es raro, es que no se pone la
What you
magia.
said to that soldier.
We do not teach that magic is evil. We teach that pride is evil, and does not corrupt only mages. But I did not ask you to come simply to debate with me.
Then why am I here?
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it. I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
What happened was horrible.
Fear makes us desperate, but hopefully not beyond reason. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
¿Funcionará?
That won't just make it worse.
Because you are a mage?
That too.
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. The power is the unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
It's good of you to do this.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need now.
I hope.
The people will listen to your rallying call, as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition into a force that will deliver us, or destroy us. I will go to Haven and provide Sister Leliana the names of those in the Chantry who will be amenable to a gathering.
Parece que quiere dar un besito todo el rato.
But I will do whatever I can.
Pues gracias, supongo. No sé, a ver, a mí la capilla no... En el juego no es que sea devota total, pero no me ha hecho nada, entonces no... Sí, bueno, deberíamos hacer tantas cosas. ¡Mío! Lo reclamo. Ala. Eso es mío. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa?
What's wrong with your wife?
She gets sick when the weather's foul. Our son Hindle makes a potion that lets her breathe. Please, get it.
Otra misioncilla de esas. A ver. Me sale ahí el recorrido que he hecho. ¿Esto qué es? Una grieta. ¿Y esto es? Ya. Pero otra exclamación. Pero hijos míos, ¿no sabéis hacer nada por vosotros solos o qué? ¿Qué quieres tú? La gente tiene frío.
What do you need?
Blankets, warm clothes, all of it. These poor sods lost everything when the men... If we were in a village, I could just pinch a blanket off a clothes. I'm sure the apostates have plenty of supplies.
Hala, ya las cogeré. Venga. Quitaos del medio. Shh, ¿verdad? Como si no tuviese suficiente. Qué bonito. Pintoresco y tal. Vale, este sitio no me da buen rollo. ¿Y dónde están? Ah, están ahí. Acercar un poco.
We should move on. We can only restore order by securing an alliance.
Ay, Dios. Ay, hostia puta, es que nos están rodeando. Joder. ¡No! Ahora, que te peten. Que hay demasiada peña, o sea, nos hemos metido en un percal que no... Ay, cuando se laguea es... ¡Bien! Es lo que quería. Thank you. Ya estoy feliz. Es que este es el problema, porque claro, es lo que he dicho antes. Tú llega la hora de cortar el vídeo, pero claro, se empiezan a entremezclar cosas. Es que es imposible. Pero claro, imagina que lo corto ahora aquí, porque sí, pues... Tú. ¡Padre! No, 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 no. Solas, hijo, tienes que estar en medio, ¿no? Toca pelotas. A ver si me voy a arrepentir de haberte elegido para mi inquisidor, hijo. Es que ni veo, o sea. Oh. podemos matarlo y ya está. Está sufriendo el pobre. Ya está. A ver. Oh, ahí hay cosas. Este que llevaba. Piel. Campamento templario. Aquí no hay nada. Aquí hay algo. Esto me lo pido. Fuerte Connor, o sea, ¿cómo se nota que ahora que sí que estoy en risco rojo? ¿Os acordáis de Connor? Los que hayan jugado, obviamente. Qué grande Connor. Bueno, pues mira, lo voy a dejar aquí. O sea, vamos a hacer una cosa. Mapa de misiones. Nos volvemos al refugio. Guardo. Y ya lo quito. Porque si no, seguiré haciendo misiones. De todas maneras, a partir de aquí, lo dicho, yo empezaré a subir solamente lo principal. Y las secundarias ya las haré por mi parte. Seguiré grabándolo, obviamente, pero no lo subiré. Mavaris, qué monos son. No tanto como las hayas, pero... las hayas, qué majas son. Voy a mirar el WhatsApp antes, por cierto. Más majo. Bueno, pues ya estamos aquí. Cota de aprendiz. Necesitaremos. Mira. Piel de borrego y... esto mismo. Fabricará. Mira, ya tenemos una. ¡Tarán! ¡Logro desbloqueado! Hija, qué pelo. A ver. ¿Es una tranquila? ¿Tiene el símbolo de los tranquilos en la frente? Sí, ¿no? Lo parece. En fin, quita. Bueno, pues eso. Lo que yo decía, que... o sea, menos a meternos dentro. Bueno, eso, voy a guardar aquí. Que... capítulo largo de narices. Voy a intentar recortar partes, de todas maneras, porque si no se nos hace enorme. Y pues hemos aprendido cosas sobre los elfos y los magos. Esta vez hemos hablado con una monja que nos ha dicho que ella nos da su apoyo, básicamente. Y que tenemos que pedirle ayuda a magos o templarios un poco más adelante. Yo creo que ese ha sido el resumen. Y le hemos dicho a solas que sí odia a las hayas. Si es que... nadie puede odiar a las hayas. Son maravillosas, magníficas. ¿Otra vez se laguea y pillan después carrerilla? ¡Sí! Bueno, pues eso. Gracias por seguir mi gameplay a todos los que lo están viendo. Y bueno, pues seguiré subiendo, seguiré grabando, seguiré de todo y... un saludo y nos vemos en el siguiente episodio.